Welcome to the city of Nanning, the capital of China's Guangxi Zhuang Autonomous Region in the country's south. Right now I am at the city's main railway station, the Nanning East Railway Station. It's a pretty big one. And right now I am figuring out a way to leave the station and enter the city. Well, it was pouring rain for a little while, but anyways, I have now come to kind of like the city's most famous attraction, or one of them at the very least, Qingshu Mountain. Right now I have just entered and exploring my options around here. Inside the botanical garden, just up the slope from the entrance, the entire layout of this botanical garden and the park beyond it, inside this scenic area, reminds me kind of reminds me of the botanical garden in Singapore. Feels a bit similar. In the distance, in the opening, is the urban and modern skyline of Nanning. Apparently, I have just climbed down the ridge after climbing up, and right now I am in this place that looks kind of like a rainforest, but we see civilization down there. There's a big road over there. Walking down this chill little road through the rainforest. I've been walking for like 20 minutes and I still have 20 more minutes left. So wish me luck. Right now I am at this little venue inside the park celebrating Chinese cooperation with ASEAN. Basically the Southeast Asian Union. I forgot the exact name, just the abbreviation ASEAN. This venue marks the cooperation between ASEAN and China. Pretty interesting. Wow, I'm finally out of the park. That was pretty exhausting. I had to walk like 45 minutes just to leave it because I took like a longer route. I went from the northern gate to the western gate. Scenery is pretty good, but just tired. Anyways, dude, there were so many snails in the park. Many of them big, handsome ones. Just hope I haven't stepped on any of them. But now I'll be heading into the city and seeing what I could do next. Right now I am in the street just opposite the park looking for some food. Interesting food. I just found this Cantonese restaurant and I will be eating here tonight. Pretty interesting how I haven't really found any local food, at least not in restaurants. Like for lunch today, I also ate some Cantonese food. There are a lot of Cantonese food here, but I mean the culture of the Guangxi area in the eastern parts, it is pretty similar to Cantonese culture, which is in Guangdong province, just to the east of Guangxi, so it isn't really surprising. Yo, that restaurant was actually all booked due to a wedding. So I went out finding again and I found local Nanning cuisine. So that we must try. Well, that was good. And right now I am about to go take the metro and go back to my hotel. The food tonight was very interesting. It has Chinese influences as well as influences from the largest minority here, the Zhuang people. So it's a very interesting cuisine indeed. Some dishes are very good. A few are a little weird, but overall it is a very interesting experience. 3 language sides of Chinese, English, Pinyin, and the Zhuang language, which is written in Latin letters. Pretty interesting. And I've just came down from the outside and gotta enter now. Why is this so deep? I have already come down 2 long flights of the escalator, entered the concourse, bought my tickets, and now to reach the platform I have this even longer escalator to reach it. This is built so deep. Just hopped on the metro, pretty new. We will look at what this is like. Well, I just hopped off the metro and right now I am heading out of the station back towards my hotel, and this ends my first day of travels down here in Nanning. So see you all in our next day. Good day from the city center. I am right now in a famous part of the city with pretty Western architecture. And there are a bunch of museums around here, so a lot of stuff to do around here. Inside one of these old houses lining the street that have been turned into museums. I just ate a meal in a Cantonese restaurant behind over there along the street, down the street. And look at this. This is, I believe, one of the city's famous attractions, kind of like the historic center. I believe this is in the city, the city's old city, and these houses do feel old, especially down there with all of the Western architecture that we saw earlier. The Yong River that flows through the center of Nanning. You could see the entire riverscape over here. Let me go down to the riverfront. You could also see a skyline over here. I'm not sure where the main skyline is, but look at these buildings at both sides of the river. Pretty interesting. The ancient city wall and gate, though these are all later rebuilt, so that's the original thing, but still the model is the same. Walking down the old street of Nanning with these old and probably restored Western style buildings lining the streets. A lot of tourists around here. You know, I can distinguish the tourists from the locals here. I have my own skills. Nanning is known as the Green City, with a lot of greenery in the city. I am here in a park, and not just in parks. You could see lining the streets long lines of trees everywhere. All kinds of trees. Palm trees and those tall like juniper trees, for example. A lot of trees. That's why it is often called China's Green City. I'm in the Nanning metro stations again. A lot of people. And about to return to my hotel tonight. So this ends day 2 of our trip and the majority of our trip. Tomorrow morning, I have a train to our final destination in this journey. And yeah, we will see. Good morning from the Nanning East Railway Station again, and today I am leaving the city. There are still a lot of parts in the city I haven't explored, so hopefully I will come back and explore them next time. Meanwhile, I will be heading towards the last destination of this journey, a stopover as I return home. So if you want to see more about it, like, comment and share this video to support my channel, and subscribe and follow my playlist featuring my ongoing trip in southern China.